Welcome to the Sinister Cabin, where we explore the eerie, the mysterious, and the spine-chilling. Today, we're unraveling a story that blends the unexplainable realms of time travel and the supernatural, the case of Sergei Ponomarenko, a man who allegedly defied time itself. Our story begins in Kiev, Ukraine in 2006. A man dressed in outdated clothing appeared on the streets, visibly disoriented and clutching an old-fashioned camera. He was stopped by local police because he stood out, looking more like someone from a mid-20th century photograph than a modern-day pedestrian. The man identified himself as Sergei Ponomarenko and claimed he was born in 1932. When questioned about his strange attire and behavior, Sergei explained that he had just been out taking photos and somehow ended up in this strange, futuristic world. At first, the officers thought he was mentally unstable or playing a bizarre prank. But here's where things get truly bizarre. Sergei handed over his camera as evidence. It was a model so old that it hadn't been manufactured for decades. Intrigued, authorities developed the film inside, and to their shock, the photographs showed scenes from Kiev's streets. But as they appeared in the 1950s, among the images was a clear self-portrait of Sergei himself, standing in front of landmarks that had since changed dramatically. The investigation deepened. Sergei was taken to a psychologist to assess his mental state. Under hypnosis, he described events and locations consistent with life in Soviet-era Ukraine. What stood out, though, was his detailed recounting of a strange event. He claimed to have seen a UFO in the sky while photographing Kiev's streets. The next thing he remembered was a blinding light, followed by his sudden arrival in 2006. Skeptics argue that the story could have been fabricated, but certain facts make it hard to dismiss. Sergei's knowledge of historical details was eerily precise, down to minor elements of daily life that would be hard for someone in modern times to fake. Additionally, the photographs were authenticated by experts who confirmed they showed no signs of tampering. And then, Sergei disappeared. Before authorities could delve deeper into his claims, Sergei vanished without a trace. The room he had been staying in was left undisturbed, as if he had simply walked out and evaporated into thin air. To this day, no credible evidence of his whereabouts has surfaced. So, what could explain Sergei Ponomarenko's story? Was he a victim of an elaborate hoax? A man suffering from an unusual psychological condition? Or did he truly slip through the cracks of time? Some theorists link Sergei's account to the phenomenon of time slips, where individuals claim to have unintentionally traveled to another era. Others believe his experience was connected to extraterrestrial interference, suggesting the UFO he described might have been responsible for his temporal displacement. What's fascinating is how his story resonates with other accounts of alleged time travelers, like Rudolph Fentz, a man said to have appeared in 1950s New York wearing clothes from the 19th century. While the Fentz tale was eventually debunked, Sergei's case remains an enigma, largely because of the tangible evidence he left behind, the photographs. Could time travel be more than just a science fiction trope? And if it's possible, what implications does it have for our understanding of the universe? Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mysterious. If you have thoughts or theories about Sergei Ponomarenko, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sinister Cabin for more tales of the unexplained. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and keep questioning the world around you. Sweet nightmares.